boogie the beat. Now bang bang boogie to the boogie to your bang.
My brothers, my sisters, my kinfolk, my Nijis, what it do, fam? What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do? Y'all already know I'm dropping another one on you. Obviously, as you can tell, feeling good right now, very optimistic, feeling very positive, very, very positive, very, very upbeat right now. Despite what my mind, let me say what my ego was saying to me in my mind. You know, I read something yesterday before I get into the prayer and the gratitude, the attitude. I read something yesterday that had said to me that I need to mind my thoughts. Pay attention to what's being said. Observe what's being said, because a lot of the times at what's being said in here makes you feel a certain way, but when you just fall back and you just observe what's being said and really look around, it's really not that fucked up. It's really not that bad. So I had to get that out there to y'all, because if anybody knows me, I know. So I'm out here in good old Shelbyville, Indiana right now. Don't have a clue when they are going to give me a red light, when they're going to start to load me up, anything like that. It's all to the good. For the amount of money that I'm getting paid, I'm only going like 88 miles down to Louisville. It's all good. So I said we can go ahead and record the video. I gotta make another phone call when I get done with this, and I can go ahead and jump back into the holographic universe book. So y'all already know what I like to do, so let me go ahead and get into it. Today is Wednesday, so I'd like to give thanks to the planet Mercury. I'd like to give thanks to Sophia. I'd like to give thanks to Azazel. I'd like to give thanks to Lilith. I'd like to give thanks to Isis. I'd like to give thanks to Dahuti. I'd like to give thanks to Hathor. I'd like to give thanks to Ra. I'd like to give thanks to Lakshmi. I'd like to give thanks to Ganesh. I'd like to give thanks to Krishna. I'd like to give thanks to Kali. I'd like to give thanks to Mother Earth, always providing. I'd like to give thanks to the ascended masters before me. I'd like to give thanks to Beset. I'd like to give thanks to Hanuman. I'd like to give thanks to my higher self. I'd like to give thanks to Oshun. I'd like to give thanks to Shango. I'd like to give thanks to Papa Legba. I'd like to give thanks to Ishu. I'd like to give thanks to Anubis. I'd like to give thanks to Thunderbird. I'd like to give thanks to Moon Goddess Selene. I'd like to give thanks to Thor. I'd like to give thanks to Odin. I'd like to give thanks to the Jade Emperor. I'd like to give thanks to the Jade Empress. I'd like to give thanks to the Medicine Buddha. I'd like to give thanks to all of the gods and goddesses that are known and unknown on this day. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, fam, that is. In this episode, I forgot which number it is, but bam. In this episode, I talked about this one several videos. Hell, it might have been like several months ago. But I talked about it, but I really didn't go into details about this. I had to write this shit. I got two notebooks, two notepads that's going on right now. So y'all just be patient with me. The 12 centers of consciousness. The 12 centers of centers, not centers. 12 centers of consciousness is basically is power that has already been put in us from day one. Now, this power that has already been put in us from day one, a lot of us over the years have learned how to tap into it, and then some of us don't even know anything about it. So this is what I'm going to break. I'm going to break all 12 down because the sinners, I keep saying sinners. Centers, sinners, sinners. It sounds the fucking same. But we're going to say the Big 12, all right? So I don't get thrown off up in here. The Big 12 actually controls certain functions in your mind and also in your body. Now, the spirit, before I go any further, you want to go back, fact check anything. Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, Charles Fillmore. Be my guest, knock yourself out. I can't like off the top of my head tell you like what page or anything like that, but knock yourself out. But here we go. The Spirit had led me to the 12 powers. And it started off as just the 12 powers. And then from the 12 powers, it actually had led me, the Spirit had actually led me to the 12 systems of the human body. Then from there, the Spirit had led me to the 12 zodiac signs. And then not too long ago, recently, and this is how I was able to finish this up, the Spirit had led me to the 12 disciples. And then I'm thinking about the tribes also of Israelite. I don't know what it is about this number 12. I am going to do some research on it and find out. I'm going to ask the Spirit the question, and I know the Spirit is going to answer. So let me start with the powers first, and then I'm going to go into everything else, and then I'm going to come back and like really break everything down to y'all in a nutshell. 1 is faith. 2 is strength. 3 is judgment. 4 is love. 5 is power. 6 is imagination. 7 is understanding. 8 is will. 9 is order. 10 is zeal. 11 is elimination. 12 is life. Now, matter of fact, we're gonna jump over to this. Now, all 12 that I just named off from faith through life represents, quote unquote, 12 disciples. Here it is. Peter, Andrew, James. It says son of Zebediah. John, Philip, Bartholomew or Nathan, Thomas, Matthew, James, son of Alphaeus, Simon the Canaanite, Theudas, I think I said that right, and Judas. Judas. Now, them are the 12 disciples, right? So now, here we go with the functions in the mind and also in the body. Because this shit kind of fucked me up. I was like, wow. I was like, this is really, really deep. And then the Spirit had broke something else down to me. I was like, wow, that's even deeper. So, faith, Peter, center of the head or the pineal gland. Strength, Andrew, small of the back, a small section of the back. Judgment, James, in the lower part of the solar plexus. Who would ever have thought that, huh? Love, John, back of the heart, the cardiac center. Power, Philip, root of the tongue. Imagination, Bartholomew or Nathan, between the eyes. Kind of sounds like third eye to me. Understanding, Thomas, the front brain. Will, Matthew, center front brain. Order, James, the navel. Zeal, lower part of the back of the head. Or, in other words, for everybody that, like myself, that grew up watching Waterboy, Mandula oblongata, Hope I said it right. 11, elimination. Theatus, lower part of the back. And then 12, which is life. Goddamn. I looked, let me get this word right. Oh, man. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I am going to, because I struggle trying to pronounce this. So what I'm going to do, we are going to do an insert. And boom. I looked up the definition of that word. It's dealing with like coding. So I don't want to say it's dealing with your DNA, but I really tend to believe it's dealing with your DNA because it's dealing with a number system. And our DNA is built, basically our whole entire body is built upon a number system. Okay, so that's dealing with, I just fed y'all the body, right? The body and the mind. I hit y'all with the powers. I hit y'all with the mind and the body. Now, I'm not even going to hit y'all with the organs and all of that. Now, here we go. Now, here come the real good shit. 1 through 12 represents zodiac signs. Aries, Taurus, etc., etc., etc. Now, y'all might say, well, how can I say that? Check this out. Faith is Aries. The power to do the seemingly impossible. If you know any Aries in your life, some of them are very aggressive. Some people might say a little bit too aggressive. But them motherfuckers have the power to do the impossible. While other people just be like, nah, I'm good. 2 is strength, which is Taurus. Stability of character. Stable. My oldest son, he's a Taurus. He's very stable. Now, I mean very, very stable. Like a wooden table. I mean, you know, real hard to move. But he's real stable. Gemini, judgment, mental act through comparison or contrast. I got a Gemini too, and that's him. Cancer, love. Y'all should already know that one. The pure essence of being that binds together the whole human family. And y'all might say, well, damn, how is it that I was able to understand what the spirit was feeding me when it was feeding me? I started to understand because I have a Cancer rising. And I do know one thing about Cancer. Cancer is love. Home, love. And I said, okay. So the further I kept going, I said, damn. So let me keep going. Leo is power. Control over your thoughts and feelings. Virgo, imagination. The power to shape and form thoughts. Libra, understanding, is by following the guidance of spirit that dwells within. And the other is to go blindly ahead and to learn by hard experience. I know a Libra, several Libras. Scorpios, the wheel, the controlling, directing facility of the mind. They know how to control that shit. Sag is order. The divine idea of order is in the idea of adjustment. In other words, to be able to, I don't want to say multitask, but mutable. Know how to adapt to any situation. And this is established in man or woman's thoughts. And his minds and his affairs will be at one. 10, Capricorns, my wife. Zeal, intense, enthusiasm, the inward fire of the soul that urges man or woman onward. That's her. 11, 11 is elimination. That is Aquarius. That's the youngest son right there. Letting go of all thoughts in order that new thoughts may find a place in consciousness. You know, I can't say it's crazy or anything, but we supposed to be going into the age of Aquarius and letting go of old thoughts, which were Pisces. No, I'm just saying. And now you got Pisces, which is life. That expression of the beginning which manifests. You know, at the end of the day, fam, the whole point of these powers and all of these different examples that the Spirit has gave me and that I'm giving you is you as your own soul or spirit, you have to master 1 through 12. You have to be able to dive in to each and every energy and truly understand it to the best of your ability. You know, you can just take and use certain examples of your certain family members, siblings, whatever the case might be. But jump on it and take advantage of it, because this is something that we're supposed to be learning together. To master, basically, to be the master of our own self. Or God, governor of destroyer. You are the one that control everything that's going on in your reality, in your mind, and etc., etc. So take the time out to understand the energy and dive into it. Like I said, fam, earlier this morning, I started to get a little bit frustrated, but I had to remind myself I need to observe the thoughts and what's being said in here and realize and understand it's not that bad. It's okay. Don't overreact. It's okay. So I'm saying all of that to give you some encouraging words on this day. It's okay. Take the time out to breathe in, breathe out. It's okay. And you will understand, you know, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. You know, we chose to come here and we chose to go through this experience for whatever reason. This is just another tool to help you on your journey, just like the other spiritual exercises. So enjoy the rest of y'all day. Like I said, I got another phone call that I got to make and everything, but enjoy the rest of y'all day, and we shall do it again. My brothers, my sisters, my kinfolk, my Nijis, I appreciate it, and I thank you for taking time out of your day to listen and to watch my copper tone ass. Peace, love, and joy. Holla.